Hey, howdy. An interesting scenario occurring for, I don't know how many international people, but definitely Australians at least. Um, the market for Blu-rays seems to be fluctuating a lot. JB Hi-Fi is raising their prices for some 4Ks and some Blu-rays. They're raising box set prices as well, and then they're also saying now it's on sale as well, but we've also raised the price, so we get more money out of it. That's a thing. But Amazon, the big company that we all kind of despise but all secretly buy from because they have so many sales and they have so much stuff that we can buy from, importing to Australia wise, Criterions, Kinos, all of those boutique 4K labels that are usually readily available to some degree, like have some kind of widespread thing. So not exactly like Vinegar Syndrome and stuff like that, but like Kinos and again Criterions, and I think there was other ones. I can't remember what they were called. About a couple days ago, so late last week, I think it was a Friday, Saturday period. I should give a date. That was like the 2nd and 3rd of Feb. Because I've been busy. I wasn't able to make a video about this, but I kind of wanted to talk about it. And so a lot of things vanished. And not vanished in the degree of, oh, the listings are completely disappeared. It's more of this stuff is not available for sale anymore. I was lucky the day before I had ordered a 4K Scream Factory, that's the other brand. I'd ordered the Scream Factory Monster Squad 4K, as well as Saw X, because the US has a 4K and it was like $30. I think they were both 6% off if you added them together, that kind of thing that they do with, like, if you add 2 to your cart, you save 6% or 15% or whatever. Either way, it meant that Monster Squad for me was $50 and Saw was $30, and I'm okay with Saw being $30 because both discs have all the special features and they're region free. I think the Blu-ray is a region A, but I don't care. When it comes in, someone on this channel will get the lucky discount digital code, but it comes with a sleeve, all that jazz. It was just a lot more fancier than the UK equivalent, and also the UK equivalent was like $56. So I'm like, I can just get the American version because it still comes with all the stuff. And I want the 4K. I don't want to spend $30 on the Australian Blu-ray when I can get the 4K from the US and get the 4K, a bigger, better disc. So anyway, whether that comes to hit me in the ass later because they will release Saw 11 and 12 and whatever, I can just get them as individual releases. I don't really mind. I know I have the whole Saw Bear Trap set that Viavision released. But still, every year, every time they make a franchise film, they'll be like, this is the complete Fast and Furious set, all 5 movies. 2 years later, all 6 movies, then or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or 11, and so on and so forth. So it doesn't really matter to me that much. That can only benefit consumers when they want it to. For me, the Saw 9 film set came with 9 films and a bear trap, and I got it for a good price. I was happy with it, and 3 4Ks and stuff like that, and a fuck ton of special features. I don't know why I'm still talking about this. We're talking about Amazon. So I had put in that order. The next day, bam, those 2 were out of stock, and then they had just raised by like $20 in price. So haha, marketplace values. That sucks. Which is kind of a noteworthy thing, because all these things have vanished, a bunch of Criterions and whatever, which I was eyeballing, disappeared. And some people theorize it was just stock take, which sounds bizarre. It's a marketplace. Why would you need a stock take? But maybe it's like, maybe it was. But then maybe the stuff that has come back since, which actually has gone away again. I had, what the hell was that film? I have a bunch of shit on my Amazon list. Obviously, I'm a physical media consumer. Why would I not have a bunch of shit on my list, ready and waiting to go? So, Arsenic and Old Lace. Great film. I really want to get the 4K restoration from Criterion because I watched it on the Criterion channel last year and loved it. It's gone. It disappeared. It came back and it was like 50 odd, 60 odd dollars. This is Australian dollars, of course. It's always more expensive in Australia, importing fees, whatever the crap. However, so it was there, then disappeared, and I was like, oh damn, I was literally about to buy that, I should have bought it. And then it's gone again. Because it appeared, and then it's gone. After 2 days, it's gone. But then some of the films, like Cure, is still there. And that's still $68.44. My God, is that even a 4K or is it just a standard version? It's just a standard version. Some of them that came back in stock, even Young Guns, the Lionsgate release, gone. A bunch of Paramount Presents, you got Mummy Dearest and Harold and Maude, both of which I really want to get, gone. What else do we have? Scorsese Shorts, Raging Bull, Mean Streets, Fargo, that's the Shout Select version. Kubo and the Two Strings, the Steelbook version. HR Puffin Stuff, the movie. It's just called Puffin Stuff. All this stuff that I have on my list, even regular, actually that one's Criterion for the game had finally dropped down to $47. Now it's gone. Evil Dead Collector's Edition 4K, the 2013 film, gone. Now again, initially, all of these came back, or the majority of these for me came back. And a lot of them were higher priced, and some of them were only 3 or 4 left in stock, sometimes 1 or 2. Obviously, those have sold out because people are like, oh shit. And I don't know if that's a lot of people went, oh shit, this stuff's gone. When it comes back in, buy it immediately. Or it's genuinely just gone. Like, they did their stock take, they looked at it. I don't know what it is. And it's concerning, obviously. I had this, someone in my Instagram who follows me commented and said, hey, did you see this? And I'd seen it on Facebook, and then I didn't really think much of it because I was busy. I was at work. You know, I was very busy the weekend it was happening. I had a movie premiere. I had work the next morning at 6 o'clock. Which was 4 hours of fucking tennis. Like, I was hanging out with friends, with people, going to other movies. The amount of stuff I was doing in that time, I even had Mitch, one of my subscribers, message me on Facebook and ask me if I knew what was going on about it. And I'd seen people talk about it on Facebook, one of the forums I'm on, they were talking about it. So, yeah, so I've had plenty of people ask me. Thank you. It's weird to be one of the physical media channels that everyone's like, oh my god, did you hear about this? I'm like, oh my god. It sucks that I actually have other responsibilities outside of this channel. And I don't say that it's a detriment of like, oh, sorry, subscribers, I'm busy with life. Dude, fucking sucks. It's all the stuff that I've had to do and I haven't had time to film. And now it's a Tuesday. It's the Tuesday after the Friday that all this stuff happened. And I'm kind of reeling in the aftermath because it happened and then things vanished, but some stuff were there. Cure being there, but all the rest vanishing. Some things being there, some of them not. A day or two later, some things come back a bit more higher price, some of them staying, out of stock. But it's more of whatever their main distributor is, you can still buy the marketplace thing. So other people are still selling them for obviously a higher price with postage fees, that kind of stuff. But the regular Amazon selling function, they're gone. And, I responded to the commenter on my Instagram saying that, look, if none of this stuff comes back, there's obviously other ways that you can still import. Like, I still go to Dead End DVD or Cinemaniacs, Outrun DVD and stuff like that. There's Play Music DVD. There's so many ones with DVD in the title. But they're all still available in Australia that you can import from. Obviously, it's pricier, but sometimes it depends. I think the main fear is the fact that, because obviously all those stores are more expensive. They have a flat rate. Here's this price, that's what it is. Unless maybe you're personable with them or they have a sale, then most of the time the prices will remain the same. And that is what it is, that's not really going to change. They are able to import directly from other places. Like, I don't think they're buying from Amazon to get it to you, Like, sometimes, sure, maybe, like, I'll see stuff that's on sale and that's on Amazon and they'll come, Play Music DVD will have a post about it like a couple days later, bam, they've got it in stock. But I'm pretty sure most of these places are buying directly from the source. Like, again, if there's a sale indicator or Criterion or Arrow Video, whatever, suddenly there'll be a lot more stock from these stores available at Play Music DVD, at Cinemaniacs, at Dead End DVD. Like, there's that element to it where homegrown retailers who import and export will still get this stuff no matter what. That's the main joy of these places, is you can be like, hey, I think of it in the way of like, they're always saying, oh, message us, we can import for you. Especially like Cinemaniacs, that's like one of their big things is we can import for you. You ask us a film, we'll find you a copy, we'll import it for you, whatever the crap. Which is fine. If people find that easier or they prefer that, then sure. But me personally, I'm always researching. I'm always looking up where I can find things, eBay, Amazon, like other secondhand markets or their original stores. Like I'm half the time not going to buy from these Australian stores unless it's a brand that I can't get so readily available. Something like Vinegar Syndrome, those fancy Severin, stuff like that. Those more, I'd say, harder to get brands from the US. The ones that the shipping fees are skyrocket. Criterion, stuff like that. They're the kind of, usually it's just US stuff. I will get from those stores. I will get that from Cinemaniacs. I'll get that from Dead and DVD. Especially when they have like the limited edition, like the Vinegar Syndrome stuff, the stuff that's really cool that suddenly is like, bam, they've got it in stock because they're able to get it immediately. And obviously they still have to wait a week or two, but now you can get it ready for pre-order. Like, they're on the ball all the time, which is fantastic. Like, Dead and DVD, I got so many amazing limited edition, Vinegar Syndrome releases, and even that Exorcist Steelbook set. Stuff like that I got from them, which is wonderful. But on the odd occasion, I'll still order through Cinemaniacs to get, like, Arrow Video stuff or whatever, just because I can. Like, it's the kind of store that I like. I mean, brands that are UK brands, I will usually go to their website. It's like I don't need the middleman kind of deal, even though I love supporting Australian small businesses and stuff. But it's like I don't always need to do that. I can just find it. Oh, look, I can get this stuff from Indicator for much cheaper than I would be to get it from Cinemaniacs or Dead and DVD, and those places usually have the same price. It's that's a thing that I juggle with, but I think the main takeaway I get from these two types of stores is that they will have stuff that I will have never considered buying, or they'll have stuff that I find impossible to find because it's either they have it and they're able to get it for a good resale price, whatever, or they can import it and it's cheaper for them than it is for me because they can import in bulk and I can't. Like if I was to get, if I got Roadhouse, that's a limited edition set from Vinegar Syndrome, if I had have ordered that myself, it would have cost me probably $200. But instead I got it from Dead End DVD and it was $80. That is amazing. Like the fact that I was able to buy that and like another film from them. I think I bought, was that when I bought Martin? Like the second site release? Like sometimes I will buy the second site releases from those other stores. See, that's kind of one of the other ones where if they have a limited edition, I'll buy it from these stores, the Australian stores, rather than the original store. But it really depends. So wrapping it around, I have these stores. I usually find something that's different. For me personally, with Dead End DVD, it's they've got these cool Vinegar Syndrome or Severin releases, or these boutique, 4K releases that I would never have considered, but are also really hard to get and are really rare, and I'm really interested in them, so I'll buy them from there, and it's usually a great price. Cinemaniacs is more of occasionally I'll buy a set from them that I could have imported myself. Like I got the Conan Chronicles from them recently, and it's like I could have clearly bought that myself, but it was actually cheaper to get it from the Cinemaniacs because they actually had a sale on. So I was like, cool, I'll do that. Same as they had a part of their sale at the time, the still on pre-order, actually that was on pre-order, but the still on pre-order 4K for Invasion of the Body Snatchers. So I've ordered that from Cinemaniacs instead of from Arrow. I could have gotten them both from Arrow, but I got it through Cinemaniacs because it was cheaper. And I was like, it's Christmas Boxing Day sale. I can get it through them. It's cheaper, supports them, that kind of jam. Wonderful. Good stuff for me. The thing where something like Amazon comes in is I can have the equivalent of eBay and other stores like Rare Waves or whatever, but Amazon, I like to get stuff like Kino releases and Scream Factory and Criterion. Usually American-specific brands that are usually really expensive because of importing. And now I kind of can't. Like, for some of them I still can, but the prices are exceedingly dear. So I'm like, I'm not going to spend $70 on Cure when I watched on the Criterion Channel last year and I thought it was like a spectacular film. But I'm like, I can not buy that. I can live without that for the time being. And that's kind of how I pin it with most Criterions. Mitch and I were discussing last year how with Criterion it's that kind of thing of like, you don't usually need to worry about it. Like, they don't have limited edition releases. Even their like really amazing, incredible sets like Zatoichi and Godzilla and the Agnes Varda set, all of which were on Amazon and now are unavailable, were not limited edition. They're just really fancy packaging for, you know, a great set of films. And, you know, I've gotten them. I haven't gotten the Agnes Varda one, unfortunately. I still need to. I should, but it's too late now. It's gone from the goddamn store. But that was also $200. So that's kind of always been the benefit with Criterion, is they never go out of print unless something goes like they don't have the license for it anymore. Like with was it Harold and Maude and stuff like that. Rosemary's Baby was another one of those where it went out of print. And I'm lucky that I had already bought Rosemary's Baby, but I didn't get Harold and Maude. I watched it on their streaming service the day before it left the channel. Had I have known it was leaving the channel because they were losing the license to it, I would have ordered the Blu-ray on the same day. But I didn't. And now I'm stuck with, oh no, I want to get the Paramount Presents version. But oh no, I can't. It's not there anymore. I wanted to get Mummy Dearest, but I was waiting until like after I saw it at Cinemaniacs in a couple months, and now it's gone. So it's like, shit. Like, I'm still going to have to find somewhere else to import it from, but it's like, the place that was convenient and had it for a fluctuating price, again, it being a marketplace, it's now not available. So what do I do? And the obvious answer there is find somewhere else. Find it on eBay, find it on a reseller, find it on a different website, find it somewhere else. But again, that's the main issue with a Criterion or Paramount or Scream Factory or Kino. Most of them, if not all of them, don't ship to Australia unless you happen to be buying in bulk, or if you are a reseller like the Cinemaniacs, like Dead and DVD, who can get deals and get a bulk batch sent in. I can't do that. Like, I can't buy Criterion releases. I can get them, I believe, from Barnes & Noble, but not during sales. I can only get them at full price. And that includes extra shipping. So why would I do that when I can get it from Amazon? Oh, look, it's gone. So it's a bit panicky, but it's also like, I don't know. We're in a great age for physical media, or as I've been discussing this for months. You know, physical media is booming in the element of the boutique brands are shining. Like, they are releasing amazing stuff and amazing films with amazing restorations for the most part, and a slew of special features and whatever. But the accessibility to getting all of those isn't as easy. At least, I think I've benefited from the fact that Australia is a pretty privileged country to some degree. We complain a lot because we don't get everything, but contrast us to a lot of other countries who don't get zilch, you know? Like, I'd done that video last year talking about why the DVD still exists, and I got a handful of comments from people who are in countries, some of them from, like, Africa and stuff, who, I'm not pointing out Africa in particular because it's a third world country. I think America's a third world country, so what does it matter? My point is that they actually were from Africa, and they were saying how they only get DVDs because Blu-rays are really hard to get because you have to import them and they're really expensive. And the DVD market is much easier to deal with in their country because DVDs are cheaper to produce and to import. You know? So, you know, it's not like we're losing a lot of privilege in Australia, but at the same time, there's a confusion to it. There's a stress to it. Like, shit, I love buying my movies. I love this brand. I love this movie. I want to get this movie. I'll put it on my wish list, you know, wait for a sale, wait for the price to go down a bit because it's a marketplace. But then suddenly the marketplace has restricted you from buying it. And it's like, what the fuck is happening? And I haven't heard anything since. I don't know if anyone's even discussing it anymore. It's just, stuff went, everyone panicked, and then people were like, maybe it's just stock take. Maybe, I don't know. I'm starting to think it isn't anymore. And it's just gone now. It came back, bit more of a price hike to it and limited availability, and now it's all gone. So maybe they did have stock take. They were like, oh, we've got this amount of units left, put it back on, price it up a little bit, and then, oh, look, it's all sold out. Goodbye. Like, they're not deleting the listing, it's just the easily, readily available stuff from their warehousing is gone. But you can still get it from resellers who are still available there for a lot more of a price. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. If there are, like, Kino and Criterions and stuff like that I'm really, really wanting, I'm going to have to go Cinemaniacs and Dead End DVD, which I'm still happy with. Obviously, it means I'm paying 10 to 20 extra dollars, which sucks, but it's like, they've got to import it. Obviously, the price is going to be at a set amount. So it means that I'm going to be buying less of this stuff because I don't want to be spending as much money and I don't want to be buying as many films. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I'm currently just in this mindset of I don't want to be buying as many films. I don't want to be collecting as many films. I'm running out of space, all that bullshit, and I want to save money. That's always a constant thing that I've had for the past couple months in my mindset of stop buying as many films, save up, and watch the films you've got. And trust me, I've got a lot. I don't need to buy any more. Probably ever. I really don't. But yeah, so it's tricky, and it's a constantly evolving market. It's a constantly evolving landscape. But we just kind of got to roll the punches. I don't know if this is happening anywhere else in the world, whatever other countries. So if you're in the UK or whatever other country, let me know if this is happening on your Amazon as well. If this stuff is readily available, if it's gone, let me know. I want to get kind of a mindset of, are there other countries that are dealing with this kind of stuff? And I'm saying other countries in the deal of, again, like the UK and stuff, like countries that will get this stuff really easily, because you look at, obviously, like I mentioned, with Africa and other countries like that, they don't get this kind of stuff because it's really expensive. But then if you are from one of those countries and you are also dealing with this as well, let me know. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what's the gist, what's going on, if this resolves itself, if it becomes a permanent, or if they just stock it back in. Hopefully they stock it back in, obviously. Alright, that's all my mind thoughts on that stuff. Goodbye, thanks for watching, and see you next time.